Before I begin, I want to start out by making a statement. I'm a person who doesn't badmouth other people, such as content creators, etc. I leave that to them as a testament to their character. With that said, I will be speaking about a guy named Louis Ferrante, who I don't personally know and have nothing against. I'll start out by applauding him for his accomplishments, which include 4 books, essays, and numerous appearances in media, and I wish him continued luck and success. While piecing together my last video on the recent gambling bust, I've read many articles, as well as the indictments, and listened to news broadcasts. One in particular was put out by NBC News, titled, "Former Gambino Crime Family Member Reacts to Mafia and NBA Scandal." Okay, to begin with, first let's set the record straight. Ferrante was an associate of the Gambino family, not a member. And let me give some context into what has become a very common occurrence taking place, especially during interviews. You'll see former associates sitting in front of a camera, listening to the interviewer misidentify their status and going with it. And I'll get more into that part, but what I want viewers to know is that on the street, if any one of these guys made these same claims, they'd have serious problems. Back to Ferrante's interview. So NBC News incorrectly stated that he's a former Gambino member in their title, and that's the mistake of their video production team, I guess. However, here's where Ferrante's integrity falls flat. The reporter begins with the following.
More on the case, someone who understands organized crime, Louis Ferrante, a former high-ranking member of the Gambino crime family. And Lou, thank you for being here tonight. Lou, I'm going to start with you. This is a world you know well. Were you surprised at all to hear the top names in the NBA getting wrapped up with the mafia? How do you think that connection came to be?
I wasn't at all surprised. This gambling has been a mafia mainstay for the last 100 years.
So not only does he misidentify Ferrante as a former member, but elevates him to a high-ranking member. And it's at this point that the first words Ferrante should utter is to correct the reporter by saying that he was an associate, not a member or a high-ranking member. As a writer and someone giving commentary on organized crime, he has an ethical obligation to state the truth. By remaining silent, consciously or unconsciously, is taking advantage of the false representation. It's deception by omission and is morally the equivalent of lying. Ferrante failing to correct it undermines his integrity. As I mentioned, I don't know him or have anything against him personally, but I have to state my opinion. He has a moral duty to be honest. And this is an ongoing pattern of behavior by many of guys on YouTube. As for NBC News, they need to improve their vetting process.